4,400 pounds. This is an Apex 215 RBK, and I love this thing as a real sweet little couples camper here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Obviously, the weight's fantastic, so it's going to be very towable. If you're not sure what your vehicle tows, by the way, call us, because we have an automotive background. Before we were Haylett RV, we were Haylett Auto, and today we're actually Haylett Auto and RV. We've got guys on staff who actually came from, one guy came from GM sales, one guy from Dodge Chrysler, the owner's actually from Ford. We know our vehicles, and we also know our RVs, and that's why we put these things together. So if at any point you're kind of curious to know how much this trailer runs with its specific set of equipment, because this has optional stuff on it, we won't always order it exactly this way. We kind of order this floor plan. We found it works good for a couple different purposes, and we'll build it two ways for different specific needs. I leave you a link down here. It's one click away. Check for price and availability. That'll take you exactly, or take you to our site where you can see exactly what this is running. You also see the actual dry weight, not a general weight, the real dry weight, links, tank capacities, everything. Some very smart features on the Coachmen Apex, the smaller member of the Coachmen Lightweight series, but not lesser, just smaller. These are heavy insulated baggage doors with nicer metallic slam latches. The reason they do that is because a lot of people go spring and fall camping with Apexes because their size, you can get in and out of a lot of spaces that bigger RVs cannot go. They tried plastic latches in the past, and they found out that in the cold camping conditions, they were getting brittle and cold cracking. So during the summer, the sun hits a plastic latch, it gets weak, and then in the wintertime, it gets cold and it snaps. This is nicer metal. It's not going to do that. You can hammer that thing and it's going to stay there exactly like it's supposed to, and they use the magnetic latches. Little solar trickle charge prep, by the way, if you decide to add a 12-volt charging panel, that'll keep your batteries trickle charged and topped off. Good for things like lights and fans. Does not run things like ACs and refrigerators. The full nose cap on here is an upgrade with that gorgeous high-definition graphics package. It almost looks like it's jumping off the nose at you. And this is all fully automotive painted, so it shouldn't have the fade problems that a lot of caps had in, say, like 2011 and 2012 when they were doing it in a chintzy fashion. We've got a power tongue jack. We've got power awning with LED lighting, so that's push button easy. You see that it's a full-size pass-through on both sides, and I don't know if you noticed when I was down there, but it's fully finished. They don't leave any rough cuts present. Over here, we have seal gripping, leak preventing slide walls. All those words sound pretty good, and then there's no fancy explanation. It does exactly what the name says. It just prevents leaks by grabbing the seals properly. A lot of lightweights will have baby slides, 18-inch deep slides. Your Apexes have actual 36-inch deep slides. Gorgeous looking aluminum wheels, part of, I don't know which one of those bundles that we put on here. There's Elite is a standard set of options, if that makes any sense, which it doesn't, on your 8-wide Apexes, which is what this is, whereas Summit is an additional true optional upgrade package above that. Black tank flush over there, outside utility shower over here, and I love that that shower is located next to a nice high-profile outside kitchen. And that is something that a lot of couples campers don't have, is a full outside kitchen. You might get a grill here and there, and that's cool, don't get me wrong, but we've got a full-size refrigerator out here. Great cabinet space. Room over here for coffee makers, blenders, things like that. Your water heater does connect to this, so you do have hot water inside and out. All of your countertops, inside, outside, the tabletop, everything, are a pressed membrane sealed edge counter. It's going to be hot, humid. You're next to a water source. You could have water splashing around. You could set a nice cold pop or barley pop or whatever you got, a bottle of water right here, and it could sweat. And a bead of water could hit a T-mold. In theory, it could get in and swell countertops. Not gonna happen here. The grill that you see here is a Coleman high output free floating grill. It can actually easily remove right out of there. And it's a high output because it feeds off those pressurized little 1-pound bottles, which, by the way, each of those bottles can cook 75 hot dogs. We actually tested that at one of our sales we had here once. Now, next to that, we have that power awning I told you about, and right below that, next to your wheel well, we have outside TV hookups. So you have an ultimate little tailgate station right here, right where it's easy and protected from the weather. bigger handle, lets you get in and out easier. And the same upgrade bundle that gives you the nose cap also gives us the real sleek looking frameless windows. Neat little thing on these is that obviously the UV tinted, so you have privacy. The tint keeps the heat down in the RV because it blocks 80% of solar radiation, which in turn creates greenhouse effect, and we probably all know what that is. And the seal is hidden under the window pane, so it's harder for the sun to get to it to erode the seal. It's a nice little benefit there. We've got a great interior. This is an ideal couples camping interior. When you walk in here, oh shoot, I knew I'd do that. Forgot to turn my battery box back on. I had started this video, I got 5 seconds into it, my battery light blinked at me. So I ran inside, changed my battery in the camera, forgot to turn back the battery on this. Love that gorgeous neon blue light there. And you're gonna see the same neon blue lights under the awning and here in the speakers. How cool is this? This is gonna give you an awesome little indirect little glowing patio experience outside. I've never seen anybody else do this, by the way. We carry brands, oh my God, how many floor plans? I think we have something like 2,000 different floor plans available here at our dealership. I've never seen that done. I guarantee you someone's gonna copy it this year. Another cool little thing is they have backlit switches on your control panel over here, so you know that like your outside lights and stuff, your awning lights are left on. You can go, oh, whoops, click. By the way, the power awning, you don't even have to put on pants. You can roll your awning in at night if it starts getting windy. Real quick, I want to mention there's different interior decors, and we are definitely going to run through all of them this year. So if you like everything in this except that dinette fabric, whatever, we got another one coming. Don't even worry about it. Give us a call. So let's start from the top down. All sides of this trailer are aluminum framed. We've got laminated roof, laminated floor, walk on. Well, I did it again. I bumped the power button moving the camera in my hand. This new camera I have, the power button's right where I want to put my fingers sometimes. Sorry about that. So, laminated roof, all aluminum framed. Aluminum framed sidewalls, rear wall, floor. The slide construction's all aluminum framed and whatnot here. So let's talk about the insulative quality in this real quick. By the way, this is a full walk-on roof. So let's say you're going to go fishing in a boat in the hot summer sun some afternoon. You have that old white, not fancy, styrofoam little beer cooler or whatever you want to call it, drink cooler. Well, what do? You put that in the middle of the boat. It's getting beat on by the sun all day. You've got a couple drinks in there with some ice. Half the day's over, you reach in, it's still nice and cool in there because it's an amazing insulator. This whole thing kind of follows that concept. You've got that kind of insulative quality all the way around you. So whatever you have inside of this coach is going to stay there, whether you pump the furnace or the air. It's going to want to stay in here and not bleed out there. So that AC is going to keep this thing nice and cool. If you run that furnace, it's going to keep this thing nice and warm. It's going to be a great 3-season RV here. That's what this is made for. I love the little apex accents. You got the little mountaintop things here with the nice hardwood, fascia accents. So once again, all of our countertops are a sealed edge pressed membrane, even that big tabletop. And this is an above floor slide out, which opens up the opportunity for a carpetless RV. We do not have carpet on the main deck of this RV, so this is extremely easy to clean. There's super easy access to the storage below the dinette, so you don't have to, tell everybody, get up, tear apart the dinette to get to it. This is an oversized dining table, and that is purpose built. What you can do if you choose to remove that table while you're sitting at it, basically it gives you additional prep space and dining space. If you remove it, there's this little removable bench in the back. So you can either have an oversized 2-bench dinette, a U dinette, or you can pull this out and just have a nice lounge. So this little configuration can be 2 or 3 different things to fit your wants and needs. Now what I encourage people to do is do stuff like lift up cushions, open cabinet doors, and look at how they're built. And you're going to see real wood under this. You see real plywood. You don't see particle board. You don't see OSB. My favorite phrase for that was beaver puke. I thought that was hilarious. You know, it's not, OSB is not a terrible product, guys. It's just that this is a little bit higher grade. It's lighter weight too, and but it does cost a little more. Now right here, this is excellent pantry space. So you've got a little camper built for couples, but you've also got really good storage going on in it. As I back up, I love the light dark contrast they have going on. That, by the way, is a gorgeous real tile backsplash. So that is going to be easy to clean if you are cooking up a storm over here, and I don't know, if you're cooking some bacon and it starts spitting and sputtering at you, it's nice to be able to clean that up. Upgrade bundle, I believe the Summit package we have on this is giving us that little indirect accent light above there. That won't be present in a standard model. That's part of that upgrades, but again, sometimes we'll have that, sometimes we won't. Stainless appliances, though, that will be standard. That is a nice thing. It really brightens up the kitchen here. It keeps it from looking quite so flat. You've got great kitchen storage. You've got 4 of these full extension drawers, and they're not press board built with a sticker wrap. They're not going for that dollar cheaper construction. I can guarantee you might find a cheaper lightweight out there. I cannot guarantee you're going to find one that's really built much better than this. Everything is in the right spots where it belongs. Big rear bathroom too, and I like the user-friendly foot flush stool. To give you an idea, I mean, I'm a big guy. I can sit here, I can stretch my legs out, and I do not have a problem. I mean, you know, there's plenty of leg room over here, and obviously I'm not joking. I'm not trying to do some cheap camera trick. This is a big bathroom. A big person can fit in here. Again, waterproof countertop near a water source. Genius. We've got a fifth wheel standing shower in a little couple's rear bath camper with a skylight. That's awesome. Now, back here is the outside kitchen. Above it is monster storage. You can do anything you want with it. You could throw anything you want in here. It's got fantastic storage capacity, and hopefully this comes into frame, but you can see that the cabinet stiles are screwed together, not stapled. This is made for use. It's made to go down the road, and it's made to hold together. Moving forward, the entertainment system here, TV does spin around, so that can face you at night. That's AM, FM, CD, DVD, Bluetooth, so you don't really need to bring along extra electronics. And by the way, this is a stone cast sink. I like to point that out because if you are cooking up a storm, like I mentioned earlier, let's say you're boiling some water for whatever reason, mac and cheese, I don't care. If you pour it in the sink, it's not going to melt. And you've got a nice high-rise sprayer faucet in here. I think that's part of that Summit package too. That Summit package changed up a little bit last year, and I'm still trying to wrap my head around the exact specifics. With as many models as we carry, it gets daunting trying to keep up with everything. I do like the carpetless in here. That is a nice touch. Up front, in the headboard of the upgraded Summit Edition, you're going to see, because they have a nose cap, they can recess this headboard in here. They also have little USB plugs in there, so it's the perfect place to keep these things charged and near you at all times. Plus a bunch of other devices are handy that way. Now, on the sides of the bed, you'll notice they have power outlets on just below this plywood bed deck right here, and that's the perfect place over there to have like your little CPAP machines and whatnot. His and her storage, actual cabinets above the bed, and you can actually use them. They're not a joke of a cabinet. It's the real deal, Evander Holyfield. So that's pretty much this one in a nutshell. She's clean, she's sharp, she's light, and we've got this thing at an aggressive tag, and it's one click away if you are interested. And if not, just I guess I would encourage you to take a look at the other things we have here, because we are not short on things to sell. We generally keep at least 400 RVs in stock, sometimes approaching 5, depends on the season. Right now we are bulking up at the time of this filming. So, you got a trade, you don't got a truck, you need one of those, or it doesn't matter what your situation is. We are a one-stop shop. We are a full-service location. We're a family-owned and operated outfit. My dad owns the joint. I do our online advertising. My brother's our service manager. For a long time, my wife did our title work. We are truly a family-run outfit. We're in a small town, but we just have a huge selection, guys. We didn't get this way overnight. We earned it one sale at a time, earned return and referral business. And nobody's perfect, but it's never been for lack of trying. So give us the opportunity, and statistically speaking, you're going to be glad you did. So take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone.